Okay, we're gonna do this again because I kept getting interrupted, and I was like, "Y'all gonna let me get this out. I'm gonna get this out. That's it. We gonna get this out tonight." Um, so we're gonna get this out. We're gonna get this popping. We're gonna get this started. So thank you so much once again for tuning in. I know like we got a lot going on right now. Energetically, it's just a lot going on. And I'm trying my best to like get everything situated. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start this live over again. My phone kept going off and I was like, yo, I'm tired of it. I need for y'all to like chill. Like my phone's going off. I'm like, I'm in the process of like, I'm not moving back home, but I'm going home for a few days, and I need to like, you know, with everything going on with the Rona and all that stuff, I was like, I just need to go home and be with family. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to restart this so everybody can be on the same page. Hi, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is the Juneteenth reading. Juneteenth, okay? This is June 19th, 1865, the transit of that day. I was going to do the transit for the Emancipation Proclamation, but I'm just kind of like, why? Why would I do that? Like, let's focus on the real, okay? The Emancipation Proclamation, okay? A lot of people don't know. It's written January 1st, 1863, because, you know, some of us do know because it was taught to us, but other people act like they don't know that, you know, enslaved folk aren't free or got their liberation. So, I'm going to run through the transits, planetary transits of that day one more time. So please, just follow. I'm going to break it all down, and I'm going to tell you what it means, okay? So, the planetary transit of the day, I know y'all hear them damn firecrackers, and I know it's been going on for mad people on the block where I live. It's been going off like crazy, okay? So, Sun in Gemini, okay? Moon in Taurus, Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Taurus, Mars in Leo, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Saturn in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, Neptune in Aries, Pluto in Taurus. Okay, those are the planetary transits for the day of June 19th, 1865, also known as Juneteenth. Okay, this is a very interesting chart for the simple fact, I don't know the time, but we can just do a guesstimate because, you know, they didn't have a time when they did this, you know what I'm saying? But it's a very interesting chart. There's a lot of air in this chart. So whenever I think of that, I think of like the processes that what needed to be done, because like how they got to this point and what they had to do to get to this point in order to be have this liberation day. Okay, and also from a government perspective, like this needed to be done, because this was when I'm looking at this chart, this is telling me that this needed to be done. It was slow moving, but it needed to be done. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit more about why that matters. Okay, let me break this down. So also too, the North Node is in Libra. So if I'm correct, the North Node is what we as, let me go back because I get them confused sometimes. Okay, the North Node is where we're supposed to be. The South Node is where we have been. Okay, so your North Node is in Libra. Okay, and that's the needs of others. So this could be dealing with society, like how society really really needed to understand that like we're we're not just some second class motherfucking people. We were needed, and we are still needed, and we're still here today because of it. Okay. That is the North Node. The South Node is where we used to be, and that is initiated. So I feel like there were a lot of things that set this in motion. So that's another thing. Okay, so I'm going to break down what each one is for the transits, okay? So the Sun and Gemini. The Sun and Gemini individuals, or during that time, the transit per se, this was a very adaptable time. Meaning that this needed to be done. This transit for Juneteenth and how the planets aligned, this was supposed to happen. Because it was more so of how do we survive, but how do those who were enslaved and who are now free can adapt to what's around them. But it was also very limiting. So it's two sides to the coin. Okay? So remember that. Alright? Moon in Taurus. Which is gonna kind of tie in with what I just said. Safety relies on stability. Okay? So if we weren't stable, if our ancestors weren't stable at that time, we were not safe. And a lot of it had to do with society. Period. That's what that moon in Taurus is. And it's external forces. So this is society. Society made us unstable and caused instability through our lineages. And now they have to pay back because we've been giving so much. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a minute because I have all the cards drawn out. Don't worry. Okay? So Mercury is in Gemini. This is fresh and new thinking for that time, and excited about new endeavors that are coming from that. And I feel this is from the free folk, okay? Not the government, not the city, not the state. This is from the people, okay? And how they were just like, it was. I keep hearing word of mouth. Like it just spread. It's like, oh, you free? Yes, I free. Like, and it just spread like wildfire. Which gets into Venus in Taurus, okay? So this is all about self-sufficiency. What was taught to them, they used it and became self-sufficient. I think it's important to understand that that self-sufficiency for black folk at that time was needed. We didn't have anything else. Okay. Mars and Leo. So Mars and Leo, whenever I think of the Leo energy, I just think of this fire. I just think of like the spark. It's like all these wonderful inventions also were happening. Too, which a lot of people don't know if you do your research, a lot of the inventions that were created by black folk. And they were taken from them. From the patents, they were taken from them. So they were they were still popping with shit. It's some things we still may not know that are from black folk. So I'm still learning shit. Okay? This carries through the generations as well. So it may not have been from that time. It could be generations down. Maybe a particular generation were just inventors. And things were kept being invented under that lineage. So we also have to be mindful of that. Okay? And many individuals during this time, it was a feeling of responsibility. Not only for others, but for themselves. That's a beautiful fucking thing. Community is what I think of. Community and their reputation. Okay? Like, they wanted to be the ones that helped their community and their people to make sure that they were okay. Not just their family, community. Okay? Jupiter in Sagittarius. Making the best of what you have. Okay? Delving into opportunities. Some may have been in positions of power in their communities. Because we also have to realize this is where a lot of black communities started to form. 5-10 years later down the line. Especially after the passing of the Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth. Okay? Saturn in Libra. Thank you all who are joining. I am doing the planetary transits for Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865. Okay? Saturn in Libra. So at this time, there was also worry about, like I said, character and reputation. I explained this earlier in another read that I did. Character versus reputation. The words may have been given in context at the time, but many were worried about how they were perceived to not only themselves, but others, but government. All these city municipalities at the time, there were, even though blacks had their community, there were people watching over them. Okay? This the interference of them and others, non-black folk, the whites, in those cities, in those towns. Okay? Uranus and Gemini. So, very forward-thinking, very progressive. Can tend to be very gung-ho and not see the bigger picture if they're not careful. So that's what I'm seeing with that. Neptune in Aries. So they fought. Okay? When I hear the Uranus too, I also think of the government at that time. Things were starting to shift a little, and I don't know if anybody knows about the Civil War. And how that divided up a lot of the political spaces, and just a lot of things were going on at that time, and like different laws were being passed. Even if particular states were not involved in the Civil War, it still affected them. Okay, so let's also be mindful of that. Okay, so fighting for your ideals. The three things that ruled individuals during this time was faith, desire, and inspiration. Okay. Last but not least, Pluto and Taurus. So Pluto and Taurus, there was a period from 1852 to 1884. That's 32 years. It was very slow moving at this time. Very slow moving. It takes 248 years for a full transit. In this particular transit, the Pluto in Taurus, okay? So, North Node in Libra, this is how you are at the moment, what needs to be done, okay? What needed to be done at that time, and meeting the needs of others. So this needed to happen, point blank period. South Node is how you were, okay, or how things were, and this is initiating results and also having accountability. So there might have been some people who may have been against the Emancipation Proclamation, but guess what? It is what it is, okay? So now I'm going to go over the cards that align with each transit, the planet and the sign. Okay, so first and foremost, Sun and Gemini, we have here the Lovers card. Okay, whenever I think of this, I think of like how we treat others, how we treat ourselves. It's all about how people felt. And what I feel from this, the morale was very high. This is what I feel. People adapted to the decisions that were made. And like I said, word of mouth. People were like, oh, I'm really excited. Or, oh, like, okay. like what's happening now. You know what I mean? So it was like two different sides of the coin, because you got to think of it like Gemini energy. It's two-sided. So some people may have been really excited about it, others may have not, but it still needed to happen. Okay. Moon in Taurus is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles deals with giving a lot, exerting a lot of yourself, exerting a lot of time, energy, spirit, all of that. And many don't understand that this energy is also too about, it's a little bit about reparations, but not really. It's more about reciprocity. Like finally being like, okay, we're going to give some of y'all 40 acres in the middle. Y'all free, we're going to give you a little bit of something. Not too much. We want to kind of even the kill. We're going to give you a little bit of something. So that's that energy. Okay. Mercury and Gemini. Did I do that one? Sorry. Sun in Gemini was the first card, is the Lovers. The second, Mercury in Gemini, is the Magician. My bad. Okay. The Magician is someone who has the tools that they need in order to move forward and to move on. Mercury rules Gemini. Magician represented by Mercury and Gemini is one of the signs, Gemini and Virgo. Okay, so someone, this could be your hands, your voice. So this is all about breathing in, taking in things. This is all about, I'm hearing incantations. I'm hearing praise from spirit. I'm hearing praise from ancestors. I'm hearing like a lot of praise and doing a lot of like praying. That's what I'm hearing here. I'm hearing praying. Prayer worked. Prayer works. That's what I'm hearing from ancestors. Prayers worked. Prayers worked for us. Let it work for you. So what I'm going to tell y'all, because my EI told me the same thing. Juneteenth, y'all better put a plate out. Don't play. They are serious right now. The ancestors are serious. They want a fucking plate. They're like, oh, you cooking? Y'all need to fucking cook. Black folk fucking cook. That's all I'm going to say. They want us to honor them. We have to honor them. That's why we're here. Okay, so we have to be understanding that this holiday is just now. Now a lot of companies are, oh, we're going to give paid time off to people tomorrow. My friend was like, bitch, I got paid time off tomorrow. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, girl, it's Juneteenth. I was like, what? I've been waiting for this day for how long? I said, I gotta work on Juneteenth and see these folks. I can't. But now people are getting paid. This is cute. I like this. So this is all about ancestors. Like, we're giving you these things. You got to give us something back. Feed them. Feed them. Play music that they would love. There's something that lifts your spirit. It lifts their spirits too. So we have to give. They've been giving for us. They're doing it right now. We may not see it or feel it in the way that we think that we should, but they are giving. Okay? I don't know why that's being told to me like that, but okay. Does that make sense? Venus and Taurus. The Empress. This is birthing new things. I'm also hearing here, I don't know why it's being told to me. If somebody can check, like, I don't know if we can go back this far, but birth records, because I feel like a lot of children were born around this time. I keep hearing a lot of children were born. Mostly men. Don't know why that's being told to me. Don't know why that's being told to me. But I'm hearing mostly men. Mostly men. Okay? Mars and Leo. Seven of Wands. So whatever they were up against, they triumphed. Point blank, period. 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 When I think of this, I think of, like, I know this is wild, but you see here how, like, it's the rod and she's, like, fighting back. I think this is, like, slavery in itself. Being enslaved. Like, they fought the fuck back. And this is how they got what they got. And ancestors listen to every prayer, every every Thanksgiving that they had, not Thanksgiving the holiday, but Thanksgiving, like what they had to eat, they gave to their ancestors. So we also have to realize too, and I say this because I feel like a lot of people misconstrue this, and we cannot do this. Prayer comes in many different forms. It's not just the Bible. If you know anything about hoodoo, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because it's in my blood. And every black person who is watching this, it's in your blood too. You need to research it. Especially if your family's from the Carolinas. You might want to research it. My family's from the Carolinas, and that shit's very strong for me. I'd be like, ooh, what? Okay. All right. Next card. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune. So this is all about having, it's kind of like that break that you needed. It's like that time that you needed, like, yay, I get to do this. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It's like, this was the time. This was the time. Jupiter also deals with structure. It deals, because people think it's like opportunity, but it also deals with structure. Hi, Jade. It also deals with structure. Okay, so we have to be mindful of what our ancestors gave and the structures they were up against. And it is in Sagittarius, but this is all about pushing beyond the rigidness of what the government was towards enslaved and free folk. Because you also got to realize too, enslaved folk was still going on even though we had Juneteenth. Like it was still, like I said, it was word of mouth. It was word of mouth. That's what ancestors are telling me, word of mouth. So there were some that got the opportunity. There were some that did not get the opportunity. So we also got to think about that. Three of Swords. That's what I'm saying. Pain, loss, heartache, physical loss. You know, people losing their life over this and getting to this point. They're thankful, but they're still hurting because they might have family members that they're detached from. They don't know where they're at. So there's a lot of things that are going on. This is like, yeah, this is heavy. This is heavy as shit. So I'm just letting y'all know. Okay? Temperance. Okay? Temperance is also Sagittarius. This is telling me like there was a moderate amount of time that this, you know, had happened in order to for it to get to this point. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is Uranus in Gemini. Okay? So this is all about things that were coming at us. The worst at that time was over. Okay, the worst was over, and now we're able to get back up from that, dealing with the blood, the sweat, and the tears of our ancestors. So yeah, that is the. Does anybody have any questions about the transit for that time for Juneteenth, or have any comments or wanted to say something? Because I'm just feeling very intense right now. Like I'm feeling very open right now, and I'm just like, yeah. But it's a beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, like it's a very intense read, and I'm really happy. So, yeah, they is up to something. Okay, like, thank you so much. Yeah, they were up to something, and they are up to something. I'm telling y'all this because I was feeling it today. They were like, oh, y'all trying to be free. Like, y'all trying to get y'all liberation. What's up? Let's get shit popping. And like I said, I've been telling y'all, if y'all have not viewed any of my past videos about the transits, Uranus and Taurus is coming right now. And this is why we're here where we're at right now. Black folks about to get all this money. All this money is coming. Y'all may not see it in the way I'm telling y'all, but telling y'all, and I feel it in my heart of hearts. I feel it in my heart of hearts. Like, black folk, this is a wonderful time for you to get what it is that you deserve. Please put the work in, because without that work, they are not going to listen. My ER gave me advice the other day, and I did it. And I felt mad light. Of course, I had a dizzy spell because some other shit went down. Because, you know, when they come down, and I can't control that. But, yeah. So, I'm gonna divine on some messages from ancestors using the deck that I'm in the process of. I gotta get the box. Once I get the box, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, y'all. So thank y'all who've like shown love. This is the deck that I'm working on at the moment. I'm really excited about it. I think I found somebody who can do, because I have Windows, so I don't have a Mac or anything like that. And they have Adobe. So once I get that popping, it's a wrap. So support a sis, support a sis, support a sis. So, yeah. So I'm working on the website, logo, all that at the moment. It's a lot of things that are coming through the pipeline. And I'm letting people know I'm also doing, I'm doing spiritual, like, protection work for black trans and, black trans folk. And, people have been donating towards that. Yes, please tell all your reader friends. Let them know. Tell them tell them to follow me. Anybody who is black who is watching this, if you know somebody who is black and they want a reading, I already got 4 spots already booked out of the 19. I have a feeling it's going to be booked by the end of tomorrow. So, I have 19 slots for 19 minutes for $19. It's in commemoration of Juneteenth. It's my way of saying thank you, ancestors, for letting me be here. Thank you, ancestors, for giving me the opportunity to do this work and to venerate you, and to also give thanks. Give thanks. I give thanks to my audio. I give thanks to my heart. I give thanks to my flesh. I give thanks to this. So, if you have not had a reading from me, you had a reading from me, like, and you're black, 19 minutes, $19. It starts tomorrow through the 22nd, with the exception of Sunday, because I need a break. I love y'all, but I need a break. So tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. After that, that's it. Okay? If anybody else would like to book a reading, you can DM me as well. My books have been busy. So I'm really happy about that. So thank y'all so much. So, nonetheless, so if you have friends, if you've booked with me before, and you tell 2 of your friends, you get a reading for free. This can be a half an hour or an hour. So people have been popping up through like, yo, sis done told me about the look, and I was like, it's a vibe. And then they're like, yes, and then I'm like, yes, and it's like, yes. So thank y'all for telling your friends who didn't tell their friends, because that's the only way we gonna get this work, and we gonna get through this liberation and this revolution. Okay, period. Done. All right, let's get into this reading and see what ancestors have to say. Ooh. All right. Okay. All right. I think I have what the answer is. All right. So, overall energy is Pisces, empathetic. All right. So, what I'm hearing here is that, ow. So, the other day, y'all, I broke 2 nails. I don't think so in the tradition that I follow, like, there's particular, like, warriors and, like, energies, and, like, I guess they were like, yo, we like your nails, pop, pop. So these 2 popped an hour apart. It was very painful, very painful. Deanna, who's in here, I called them and told them I was in a lot of pain. It was gross. It was bloody, but I'm okay now. I'm okay now. I did some old school shit that my mama used to do, because I'm like, I don't have this, and I was like, but yeah. Anyways, I digress. So, overall, overall energy is Pisces, okay? What I want you to understand that during this time, because the card under that is with children, with child or with children, I need for you all to get in your creative space. Your ancestors want you to get in your creative space. Don't dream about it, fucking do it. Period, point blank. This is what they're saying. Because I have Leo dynamic, Taurus, beauty and art, and what the. You're going to take, a lot of you all, if you've been doing the work, it's going to take off and you're going to be like, what the hell? People are going to be like, yo, you doing this work? Let me find out. And people are going to be giving you money for your art. Because I'm hearing a black renaissance. If it's not already happened, it's happening, and it's going to happen very soon. I'm hearing black renaissance. A lot of people not y'all, but some people have been sleeping on, they about to pop the fuck off. And people are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, I was not expecting that. A lot of folk that have been the underdogs are going to be the ones that are thriving during this renaissance. If you slept on them, don't sleep on them. For example, I'll give you a prime example, and I love using this example because I know the individuals of this personally. The Okra Project. I know Ian and Nyla personally. I remember Ian and Nyla in the work, the countless hours that they would do, stressed out, crying, worried about how they're going to keep this going. And now they have sponsors to help them with black trans folk, housing security, medical needs, all of that, mental health, all of that. I remember that. And I'm literally sitting here like, oh my God, like I was crying because I was so happy for them. The work that they're doing in what they love. They're doing, I keep hearing, doing what you love. Continue to do what you love. That's what I'm hearing here. Continue to do what you love. Put yourself first. People may not believe in the work that you do, but put yourself first. Because you're going to surprise a lot of people. Just saying. Okay? You may not believe in your work at first, so some of y'all might be questioning your path, questioning what brings you happiness, questioning the relationships in your life that you value. Truth is the card that's in the past position. So I feel like many of y'all are coming to reality that you need to put yourself first. The card that's in the middle is without children. So this doesn't necessarily mean like you have children. This could be, you may be feeling like you don't have enough, or you're not resourceful, that you don't have anything. Sagittarius, feisty. Okay? This is all about surprising the fuck out of motherfuckers. It's like, damn. Like, I didn't know your comeback game was like that. You don't snatch my edges all the way back. Okay? We have 5 more minutes. And then we are good. 3 more cards. Yeah, there's a transformation that's happened with a lot of y'all through loss. And I think a lot of the inspiration for many of us, especially as black folks right now, is loss. Like physical loss. And we're losing people very, like, suddenly. A lot of folks are leaving us. Some people also, too, can be experiencing loss of children. You know, okay? And ancestors are here to tell you, like, that you're going to be heartbroken about it. But this is going to be a time for you to really focus on what matters in your life. So, yeah. That is the overall guidance and advice. Questions, comments, concerns. But yeah, so if you would like to book a reading with me, ooh, the moon card. Unforeseen. Seen, known, unknown. This is unknown. So this is spirit. This is spirit. Unknown. Yeah. This is unknown forces, like, that you're not seeing that are guiding and helping you right now. So trust in them. But yes, questions, comments, concerns. We got 4 more minutes, and then not 4 more minutes. I started like late, but does anybody have any questions or concerns, especially in regards to Juneteenth, or not even concerns, but just questions about Juneteenth? Okay. I just had to do that transit. I know I have mad readings to do, but like spiritually, I've just had to like really. Because after, like, it took me I was booked from Monday of last week. Sunday was my rest day. I was booked again. How am I celebrating? I'm glad you asked. I'm a mess, y'all. So what I'm doing is I'm going to get up early. I'm going to put on my best. What would be a traditional meal? I'm about to tell y'all. So I was thinking about this because I was like, I don't know what ancestors were like. Fried chicken. You can do some fried chicken. You can do some collards. Some people may not like collards. Like, I like kale. So some people might do kale and neck bones or kale and turkey necks. I like turkey necks, so I'm gonna do kale and turkey necks. I'm gonna make me a sweet potato pie or whatever pie you suit. Pineapple upside down. The classic cake, classic little cake. Red beans and rice, because the beans and the rice represent prosperity and abundance. Okay. Prosperity and abundance. So the red beans and rice. As long as you have beans and rice, period. Black eyed peas. Okay? Black eyed peas. You can do black eyed peas and rice. You can do red beans and rice to honor your ancestors. Fried chicken, of course. You got to have that meat because that's what keeps us alive. That's what holds us. That's what held them during that time. And yeah, just pinto beans. Yeah, you can do pinto beans. Pinto beans is good. Pinto beans is great. Whatever bean you have, that's abundance. The rice is prosperity. Okay? Both of them are interchangeable, but yeah, just abundance and prosperity and to keep your wealth secure. It's great. Fried chicken, of course, because I don't know about some of y'all, but I love me some fried chicken. I threw down and made some shit the other day. That shit was popping, like mwah. I also did because in the tradition I practice, like, there's certain days you have to honor, and so that day I had to make a big feast and all that stuff. So fried chicken, red beans and rice. Put your green on the side. You can do like collards, kale, because we had that as well. Cabbage is good. Cabbage is so good. I love me some cabbage, honey. So, some cabbage with some hot sauce. I'm Southern as hell, y'all. And anybody don't know me, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from the South. My mama's family from the South. I'm Southern as fuck. Even though she was born here and raised here, family moved. Southern as fuck, still to this day. Do so any time that I never be la all day. And I like to make something sweet because that's what keeps us. That when I think of sweetness, I think of things that make us happy. On God, with the bacon on the side. Woo, you get that bacon cut up in there with the I don't eat bacon like that, but my family did. They would do the bacon, or they would do like they would do pieces of hog maw, and they would chop it up. Do the fried cabbage. I don't know if y'all done that. The fried cabbage, they do that. And put some hot sauce or something like pepper or whatever, a little bit of red pepper. Yeah, and do something sweet, because that's good for you and it's good for them. Pigtails, wow, you country. I fucks with it heavy, though. But yeah, so those are the things that we can give to our ancestors to honor them. Give to our ancestors to say thanks. And this is for their liberation as well. So that's what I'm doing to celebrate. I'm gonna get my best dressed. I'm gonna be dressed. I'm gonna be cute going to the motherfucker. So they're gonna be like, where you going? To the motherfucking store. It's Juneteenth. Period. So you look nice. It's Juneteenth. Period. I'm gonna be looking nice tomorrow. Hell, as soon as I'm gonna get up early, cook this food, probably go to the park, relax, eat it, give thanks, come on back home. Just to celebrate, just to be thankful, yo. So, I hope this reading resonated with y'all. Honor our ancestors, because they're waiting for us to do that. We have to do a lot more work around that, so we will not have issues in our lives. Even if you don't have the accessibility, if you have issues with accessibility, please let me know. Please DM me. I will definitely throw a coin your way. It's not a big deal, because I will always, as long as my people are good, long as I'm good, my people gonna be good, and vice versa. So if you need a little help, I can give what I can to make sure that you're okay and that your ancestors are okay. So please, like, do not hesitate. And I mean that. Cause I don't like my people out here not having, cause that shit breaks my fucking heart. Especially queer, trans, non-binary, gender non-conforming folk, because accessibility is real. So yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed this reading. I hope you all enjoyed this live. Like I said, I'm doing the Juneteenth special starting tomorrow through the 22nd. It is 19 black folks. I already got 4 bookings already. If you would like a booking, message me. Please message me. Whether you've had a reading before with me or you're brand new. 19 folks, 19 black folks, 19 minutes, $19. Because I guarantee y'all it's going to fill up by tomorrow. Ashe, that's it. I'm putting it out there, period. So, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You all take care of yourselves and have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Juneteenth. Much love, y'all. Bye-bye.